Hey guys, so if you're wondering what's happening with my eyes right now, I might just look like I had an allergic reaction to something. You know, hay fever be hitting me differently nowadays. But realistically, I just saw a few pictures of Kylie Jenner doing this and I thought I could do it. And can I? Absolutely not. Did I still do it? Absolutely yes. I really do look like I've got pink eye. Yeah, I have nothing to say about that. I have no excuses to give for my behaviour. I've made a video on Spill and a few other drama tea channel conspiracy theories. We are going to put on our tinfoil hats once again. Come on guys, join me. Don't leave me hanging. Put on your tinfoil hats. But I'm going to make another one because literally the moment I posted my video, it was like Spill had like psychic abilities and she was like, I'm about to fuck you up. And she posted her video. Or they. What is it? Spill, tell me. And they tried to like debunk all the theories and explain what is Spill, and they explained nothing. I'll get into it. I'm going to also put Petty Page's latest video on this in the description because the amount of research this woman did, incredible. This is what tea channels are all about. You're one person just doing all the research, not a corporation. Hint hint. A lot of this video is from Petty Page's research is what I want to emphasize. So I'm not even going to put the credit on the screen anymore. This whole video is just a big credit to Petty Page. I think this topic just deserves a little bit more attention. I feel like if all the tea channels just unite and spread this information, then we can maybe get somewhere. aka get our jobs back. I saw after my last video that a lot of people in the comment section told me that Spill had explained everything in their video. So did they? Or did they just lie? Wait to find out. Why am I like this today? I feel like the visco thing has just rubbed off on me in all the wrong ways. Like I've been saying sis for a really long time. First it was ironically to almost like poke fun at stan channels, and then it became a part of me that I just can't get rid of. Like I've started saying tea in my everyday life since starting my channel. I've said sis to absolutely everyone. People that don't want to be called sis, aka my guy friends. But it's like sis is so gender neutral. It's just, it like takes everyone and gives them a big hug. It's for everyone. Everyone can be a sis. I don't even know what to refer to them as. What Spill said was that this was a passion project between two people, a journalist of sorts and an artist of sorts, which then turned into a job, which then meant they employed more people, which then meant that they started a company, which is actually what most YouTubers do, even if they don't have employees. Let me just spill the tea. Most YouTubers will start a corporation just for tax purposes because money. So this isn't a weird thing. Like no one, absolutely no one had a problem with Spill having potential like teams working on videos, because there's people like Philip DeFranco who have actual teams, people that research, people that edit, people that like help him with filming. So there is absolutely no shame in having a team. I want to at some point build a small team of people that can help me out, considering I am in the middle of doing a law degree. I'm starting very soon. I'm starting my second year, so I do need an editor right now to just help me out, because I do not want to leave you guys hanging, but also don't want to fail my degree. So, and before anyone says, don't worry, post whenever, like I don't have another job. This is my income. I can't just not post. As easy as that would be. No. From my notes, what I'm reading is, they are a corporation for tax purposes, which is what most YouTubers do. No problem there. And that's it. Or is it? Spoiler alert, it's absolutely not. So Petty Page posted a video where she goes over the actual corporation behind Spill. There was a lot of criticism regarding Petty Page's video, where basically people were saying that she doxed the employees of that corporation, aka she released apparently private information into the public. That is what doxing is. However, Petty Page released no private information. She released nothing that you couldn't find out yourselves with a little bit of research. She went on the original voice behind Spill's Twitter, and in her bio she said that she was the voice of Spill. Like I don't think it gets much more public than that. This wasn't some sneaky like ooh hacker situation. This was literally just an account that says I am the voice behind Spill. So really, that's not doxing. Second of all, she also used LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a website that you can go on without even creating an account. So all the information on there is information that is just readily available to everyone. Any one of you guys could have went on there before Petty Page and did all the research that she did without releasing any private information. So, not doxing. If something is already public and readily available, that is not doxing, is basically what I'm trying to say. What we have learned so far is that the voice and writer behind Spill is a woman called Taylor. Wow, we have debunked the whole thing. There's more. She said, right, Taylor, this woman, said that this was a passion project between her, Taylor, and an artist that then turned into a bigger team and then turned into a corporation. Let's make that very crystal clear. Taylor, the writer and voice, plus an artist, passion project, then hired more people and more people became a corporation. So tell me why the corporation behind Spill is actually called AWED and was created in 2013 when Spill's channel has only been around since 2018. And allegedly the corporation that is Spill was created in 2018 due to tax purposes and just ease of having employees. Sounds like someone's lying, but allegedly, I don't know. I don't know. I also just want to point out that how much people hate companies like 5 Minute Crafts, Troom, Tasty. They seem to be creating a monopoly in different niche environments on YouTube. But isn't that exactly what Spill is doing? Except they're deceiving their audience more than companies like Tasty, who are very upfront about the fact that they are big corporations just there for the money. If Spill had turned around and said, we are a corporation just coming in to turn journalism into something different, you know, it's almost like we're just journalists that are trying to take a different turn on journalism, aka tea. Like, I feel like that would have been kind of interesting to see an actual professional journalist approach the topic of tea. And if they had just been honest about it, I feel like people would know what they're signing up for, right? Instead, what they did is pretended that this was some kind of a passion project, an authentic channel, if you will, that then turned out to be a corporation behind other brands. Basically, what I'm saying is keep the same energy with Spill as you would with companies like Tasty and Troom. People seem very annoyed and irritated at 5 Minute Crafts and all sorts, so I'm not really sure where this sudden but Spill's just really fun. They're literally trying to take over drama is basically what I'm gathering from this. Allegedly. So is this slowly looking like 5 Minute Crafts, etc. to you guys too, or is it just me? A company throwing money into different sectors of the internet to maximize profit and create a monopoly and basically get rid of competition. This is not a two-person passion project turned corporation for tax purposes. This has been a corporation from the get-go. Also, I just want to say this kind of reminds me of how Amazon started. Allegedly, Amazon at the start made no profits whatsoever. Amazon at the start was basically reinvesting everything they made back into Amazon to ensure low prices and good service. But what that also did is create an unreasonable standard for other companies that also sell products that are supposed to be competing with Amazon. If Amazon was able to basically create no profits for a while to keep their price as low as possible, that is very difficult for smaller companies to compete with. Smaller companies have to make a profit because they don't have investors funding them, throwing cash in their direction for them to not turn in a profit, which means those smaller companies have to keep their prices higher to make a profit, which means people are obviously going to pick Amazon over those smaller companies because price, which basically means those smaller companies go bankrupt and Amazon comes out on top. Amazon is on top when it comes to retail. They have everything and the prices are always competitive. Deliveries are always quick because they spent the first few years not making a profit and basically just getting rid of competition until there was no more competition, and now they are able to basically make a profit because there's no one else, aka a monopoly. Certain countries don't allow monopolies and companies will try to hide their monopoly ways. I'm not saying Amazon is doing anything illegal. It was basically just smart business skills. So isn't that kind of what Spill is doing here? They have investors and funds that we don't have, which means they can create much better content than we could ever create, which means they will weed out the competition and essentially come out on top whilst creating a monopoly in the tea department, getting people like us out of our jobs to ensure that this corporation that already has a lot of money makes more money. I guess this is what YouTube has become in 2019, hasn't it? Some claim this isn't a big deal and use Philip DeFranco as an example, but I just want to make it very clear that Philip DeFranco, as much as he has a big team now, started off as Philip DeFranco. He started off as a YouTuber who was then able to make a big profit and invest that back into creating his company with now a lot of employees. It's very different to starting out as a company with big funds, because you already have a much bigger chance of blowing up than someone that starts out with a camera and a free editing software. Do you know what I mean? And I want to make it very clear that I have no problem with people employing people to help them. If you can outsource your work to ensure that you can get more work done, amazing, but don't lie about it. If someone asks you, just say the truth. Spill has basically been questioned now, and instead of just telling the truth, they lied, essentially. So going back to Petty Page's research, on her LinkedIn, it said that she started working on Spill under the AWED Corporation since 2018, which, like mentioned by Petty Page, doesn't make sense. It should say that she worked on Spill, which then turned into a company or was bought out by a company, meaning all along this was a corporation and they were funded. No authenticity, not a passion project. I wouldn't have minded if it was a corporation. We have enough of those. We have literal TV shows coming over to YouTube. We have like talk shows coming over to YouTube. We have tasty Troom 5-minute crafts, basically taking over different niche departments of YouTube. I genuinely could not care less. But the fact that I don't even think this should be directed at she anymore, because she doesn't exist. It's a team. Spill isn't just a she, like the way we almost thought it was just this person. And I also don't want it to look like I'm attacking Taylor, the actual voice behind Spill, because I don't think this is her fault. I don't think she went into this like, we're going to take over this sector of YouTube and basically make people lose their jobs. She is just on a salary, employed by a company. If you work in Tesco's, you're employed by Tesco's. You don't really know what's happening in Tesco's or what the motives are. You're just selling groceries. She is working on Spill. She's just the voice behind it and the writer of the narration. Nothing more, nothing less. And I don't think people should be attacking Taylor. If you're going to attack anyone, attack Spill, the company, or better, AWED Corporation. The actual corporation behind Spill. So instead of saying she from now on, I'll just say Spill, because that has no meaning to me anymore. It's not a person, it's just a group of people. I wouldn't have minded if Spill was a corporation, because we have a lot of those. What I do mind is deceiving your audience and making it look like you're authentic to give you an edge over actual authentic people, because that's what it was. Say outright that you're a corporation. People expect good quality from you because you have the funds to do so. If you're a corporation and you pretend to be this individual just chilling in your room, working a part-time job to fund your passion project, and then come out with high quality content, people are more likely to watch you over other authentic people, because they think, wow, this person's putting in so much effort, it's incredible, when really all along you had this job and this is the only thing you do, and you're funded by a corporation that has been around since 2013. Now, what I also wanted to mention is AWED Corporation is owned by a man called Roland, who has written articles for Unwindly, Drawled, and Good, all registered under, you guessed it, AWED Corp. What does this look like? It looks like a company trying to find a sector that finally works for them. So they try Unwindly, kind of okay, it's not doing the best. Drawled, yeah, also right, it's doing okay. Good on like whatever, they're posting whatever. And corporations will just keep on doing these new projects to see which one pops off, and which one popped off? Spill. Now, all their videos are allegedly demonetized, which they showed in their video by choice. They showed their video manager page, which showed all yellow symbols, which usually to the average watcher means demonetized. However, a review was not requested. When your video is demonetized, you have the ability to request a review, which then, if your video has over 1,000 views, take YouTube up to 7 days to basically say it's either monetized or demonetized, and that's the final decision at that point. Why wouldn't they request a review? I'm very confused, because it seems like if this is a corporation who've already tried so many different things like Good and Unwindly and Drawled, and now they've tried Spill and it actually worked, it kind of looks like they're just looking for a place to make money, right? Because if you're trying so many projects and putting money into so many different projects, and you don't really look like you have some kind of ulterior motive, your usual objective would be profit. So why wouldn't they monetize their content? I'm so confused. Have you taken off your tinfoil hats? Because my one is still on. Why are they not monetizing their content? If you don't monetize your content, you will make literally little. You can go from making 10k to $1,000 real quick. So maybe this is not about the money. Maybe this is about changing the narrative that drama channels have presented. Maybe AWED is being paid by YouTube to change the narrative about their golden children. We won't know because they won't tell us. Neither YouTube nor AWED nor Spill will tell us the truth. Here's the theory, and you do with it what you want. I think some of it's a bit far-fetched. Like, do I think this is some big like YouTube conspiracy theory? I don't know. I think it's just quite interesting that they don't monetize their content when they could literally be making over $500,000 a year, and that's on the low end realistically for a channel that's so family friendly and so PG. 500k a year is on the low end considering their views, like I mentioned in my last video. So I don't know why they wouldn't monetize their content, and I don't know where they're getting this money from if it isn't from YouTube, and I don't know what the actual motive behind this is, but I'll keep my tinfoil hat on and my eyes peeled for any new evidence so I can present it to you guys in my best Anna way. Why do I keep on saying that? Oh my god, where's my scrunchie? Does anyone have a scrunchie to give me? I'm in desperate need. But yeah, anyway. Basically, metal straws, save the turtles, get your hydro flask, and that's the tea. So basically, yeah, that's the video for today. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, comment down below anything you want to comment down below, including any conspiracy theories you have regarding Spill, anything you think about this video, and anything else that you have found out about Spill. And yeah, subscribe, turn on notifications. I post videos whenever something happens, and whenever I manage to pump a video out. So turn on notifications so you know when that's happening. Follow me on my socials, they'll be in the description down below, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.